So, now we go back down, and I think at this point we've done everything we can really with Banjo-Kazooie at up to this point. Well, for a bit at least. So it's one of those. Now, one thing I didn't mention earlier, but I kind of glossed over. If you go up this ramp here, you'll come across Wazza, the walrus, a nasty fierce bear, and he basically won't let you in his cave, and he won't let you have the jiggy that he's got in his what has he got? Flipper, I guess. And regardless, no matter what you do, you can't actually enter it. So we've got to find a way to convince Wazza to give us a jiggy. But I believe now we're going to go visit Mumbo's, because I'm trying to think. I actually don't think there's anything left that we could do with Mumbo. With Banjo, sorry. Yeah, because you need to fly over there. Well, you don't have to fly over there, but I think there's wading boots somewhere. But as you see, Mumbo's on this island. Just out behind the water, because actually another thing, as I mentioned, or I never really mentioned, is the fact that actually when you go in the water, something also happened which I didn't mention at the time, but you lose a bit of health because the water's too cold. It's similar to Bubble Gloop Swamp in aspect, because you can't enter the swamp because you get munched by piranhas. In this level you can't actually enter the swamp, you can't enter the water because it's too bloody cold. Anyway, rob Mumbo's whatever he's got in here. I guess are his life savings, Ginger and some notes. Anyway, 15 tokens is what you need. So that's why I've been collecting them all in those levels, like in Clanker's Cavern and Treasure Trove Cove, where we don't need Mumbo tokens. Banjo got all fat, got big teeth. You're a comedic genius, Mumbo. But yeah, like in levels like Treasure Trove Cove and Clanker's Cavern, where where Mumbo isn't actually present, we still collect Mumbo tokens there because they accumulate and they carry over. And also, with being Wazza, we can actually get these jiggies, these notes beneath the water line, underneath the water. Which again, actually, you can't really go under the water. I think it keeps stunning you and takes you back up to the surface. And also because the water's so shallow, it makes it a pain in the arse to get those notes. So that's why you're gonna get them as Wazza, or as as the walrus. I mean, you're not Wazza, but you know what I mean. And we can get the last couple of notes up here, and we get to see our good friend, you know, Fathers for Justice, Boggy over here. Hey, Mr. Walrus, fancy a race? Hop on the sled if you do. Okay. So, yeah, we're going to race Boggy. I'm like, Boggy, you're children! Can you stop racing people? My God, what a inconsiderate... He doesn't think. He doesn't look at the bigger picture, does our Boggy? Right, so all I've got to do is go for these flags. Got to go through the slalom gates and make our way to the end and beat Boggy. Now, one thing I want to mention. Now, if you've watched the Guest Grumps, the original Guest Grumps episode with Grant Kirkhope in, back when JonTron was on Game Grumps, then you'll know the origin of the story. But I will say this one thing. One of the most popular sort of Banjo-Kazooie memes is every time when we hear Boggy go, woohoo! Woohoo! As you can hear him now, and of course, during the video. That originated from a 70s sort of a comedy duo called Morecambe and Wise. Again, before my time, never really watched them, but they were quite iconic and influential in comedy, especially at that time. Of course, all that slapstick sort of humour. And yeah, so basically, there was like, so it originates from them going woohoo, like if someone fell over, or if a woman walks past with big boobs, it's like woohoo, and that's where that comes from. Because again, it's British humour, like a British sort of phrase. So anyway, we get a Jiggy for beating Boggy, which is cool. And Boggy's out. I can erase some of my own size. It's like, Boggy, for Christ's sake, go back to your children. And then Wazza gives you his Jiggy as well, saying, watch out for a smelly brown bear and bird. Which is rude because, you know, that's me. If he knew it was me, would he have said it to my face? And you're going to enter the cave. Which is it's quite cool. It's got nice little crystals. And there's a ginger up there, but unfortunately we can't reach it. However, there is one thing we can do in here, which is it's quite hidden in a way. It's a secret sort of cave. If you make your way through this cave, which again you can only do so as Wazza, or as the walrus. Although again, if you've watched speedruns of this game, you can make it through as Banjo and Kazooie, but again, it's very, very hard and precise. And also, you'll die because you keep losing health as you go through that cave. But there is the second extra honeycomb piece, so that's all the honeycomb pieces in this level. Which I am just going to check in the totals now. Yeah, so I've got 2 more Jiggies to collect. One of them being the Jinjos, because I'm going to get that 5th Jinjo up there. But there is one more thing to do as well. We've obviously got one more Jiggy to get. So we're going to make our way back to Mumbo now. Because we've got to transform back into Banjo and Kazooie. So we've done all we can. All we needed to do was the walrus. And now we're going to make our way back. So yeah, wake up Mumbo, let's turn us back. I want to be a bear again. So we've got all 100 notes, so that's all good. So we can so there's obviously we can exit the level now and be completely fine. Because actually, and this is quite cool that they do this. It's quite a cool thing that they've done. I know they've done this a couple of times in DK64 as well. So it is like a rare sort of thing. And also Diddy Kong Racing, where there's certain levels you need to enter with. You need a certain amount of balloons to enter levels in other worlds. But we actually have to go to the next level to unlock a move which we need for this level for the final Jiggy. However, as Wazza's back in his cave now, we can actually enter his cave, which frightens Wazza. But as you can see, now that we're big, we can make our way up to that Jinjo again. We'd actually access the little ledge or the little alcove that that Jinjo's in. So we can collect the last Jinjo, which gives us a Jiggy. However, when it zooms in, you can actually see there. If you look there, there is an ice key. Now again, I'll refer you back to part 4 of Banjo-Kazooie if you're interested. But again, I did leave a link to Stop and Swap articles and information on Stop and Swap in part 4. So again, go back to part 4 and click the links if you're not too sure. But again, that's another Stop and Swap thing, the ice key. And I remember that was such a big thing in Banjo-Kazooie at the time, because I think that the idea was to open something up in Banjo-Tooie with that ice key. But yeah, that's probably the most infamous item, I would say, from Stop and Swap. Or infamous sort of. I mean, there was a collectible. Obviously, you got Sharkford Island, which was it's not collectible as a place. And then Oh yeah, by the way, I ignore this. I try to make my way up here. First of all, I keep failing, and then second of all, I'm trying to get Jiggy, which I can't actually get. Because I'm being stupid. I'm like, oh, hang on, I can't get it yet. Because I need the item that we're going to get in the next level. Which we're going to bring back to Freeze Easy Peak. So, yeah, ignore me. Ignore my stupidity at this moment. But, yeah. So, we already opened up Gobi's Valley. So, I think we're just going to make our way straight. Just make... just head straight there. So, up next is Gobi's Valley, which, again, is a desert level. But, and I don't really, I'm not a big fan of desert levels, but actually I really enjoy Gobi's Valley as a level. But before we enter Gobi's Valley, there's Brentilda back here. Grundy's best friend at witch school was the awful Saggy Maggie. She had saggy titties. Woohoo! When relaxing, she usually reads Fat Hag Monthly magazine. I'm subscribed to that. Don't know why, because I'm not fat. I was drinking smoothie elephant sweat. Well, who doesn't? Oh, that's another thing she does, Brentilda. She refills your health if you speak to her when you're missing a bit or you're not at full health. So, Gobi's Valley. You'll find one more move in here, Banjo. And that's actually all we're going for. So we're kind of just skipping over and glossing over the bits of this level. We'll come back to it obviously in the next part. But it's kind of hidden, but it's not too bad. It's pretty much just up on this ridge over here. Behind the pyramid. Just follow the way I'm going. As you can see, it's behind the pyramid with the bird, with the target up there. These are the running shoes. So basically, they kind of make you go like twice your normal speed, and that's every single move in the game. So at this point, we're essentially ready to fight Gruntilda and ready to finish the game off, in theory. But yeah, the running shoes. So, if you remember earlier when Boggy was saying, oh, I need to race some of my own size. That's pretty much what we needed with the running shoes. Because we got all the Jiggies except for one in that level. And, of course, we didn't go and race Boggy again, so that's what we've got to do now. And you need the running shoes, otherwise you won't be able to physically keep up with him. It's similar, and Donkey Kong 64 kind of reused this, because there's that level in Fungi Forest where you race the rabbit twice. We raced him twice as Lanky, raced him once normally, and you raced him twice with the Orangutan Sprint, which you unlock when you enter Crystal Cave, the next level. So, yeah. But also, with the running shoes, you can actually get the Jiggy from the Witch Switch too. But of course, we're going to enter here first. And don't throw snowballs at me whilst I'm trying to enter level. That was rude. God. So we're going to make our way back to Boggy. In what can only be described as a race for the ages. Hi buddy, fancy your race against Boggy? Press A to accept or B to chicken out. How about, press C to, not neglect your children, perhaps? Yeah? No? Okay, no, we'll press A instead. So yeah, run through the solemn gates and then beat him. I think I do the second attempt without trying to spoil it, but, it's literally like a minute away, so it's not hardly spoilers. But yeah, go through the gates. So I've got a little tip for you. When you go up slopes, you can actually go past them actually just by jumping up. You're much quicker than him going up slopes. So don't be too disheartened if there's a little gap between you and he's ahead, because you can make it quite quick. Well, up. You can make it up when you go up slopes. The problem is the camera for me. It's the camera because I think I lose it here or somewhere. And also, it's very finicky when you go through the gates. That I basically went through it, but it didn't register it for some reason. And then, yeah, there was a camera that done me going up that slope, and I just unfortunately can't make it in time because I missed that completely. Hard luck, buddy, but old Boggy wins this time. But it's not too bad, you get to restart. Come on, buddy, try again. Forget my children, they can starve. Imagine, what if, right, what if it takes us like 1,000 attempts to do this, and Boggy goes back to his igloo, and it's just like a bunch of, like, polar bear skeletons in there. It's like, no, my kids, I should have stopped racing. Why? That was a load of crap as well. It's so precise as well. You like if you touch, it's like practically if you touch the flag poles as you go through them, it's like it doesn't register, which is so frustrating. Because I basically I'm still going through it. I just clipped the flag on the way through. Anyway, it's this camera here because so easy to fall in the water. That I thought I was going to lose it there. I think I do just manage to catch up right at the end, but yeah, I don't know. I hate this. And also, I think it's time for me to announce actually that we'll be returning to live Daniel very soon. Well, live at the time of this recording, Daniel. So all I'm going to say is, guys, get ready for some rage, some incredible unhappiness, a bit of grumpiness, and overall dissatisfaction with the arrangements to which I was recording in and the situation to which I found myself in, and as to how it all come about. But I apologise, guys. I hope you understand. I know you will. But thank you for being understanding regarding the post-commentary. And back to live Daniel now. Right. I'm back to live commentary now. I genuinely can't believe that. Like, obviously, when I'm in post-commentary, I'll pretty much just sum up how stupid and in disbelief I am about the whole thing, but I cannot believe that fucking happened and I didn't realise. Because again, like I said, I was sitting on my... the setup I've got right now is a bit awkward, but like I didn't realise I was sitting on my eyes. I didn't even realise the fucking mic cord came out. I'm actually livid right now. Obviously, I'll be... in post-commentary, I'll be a bit more calmer, but I'm actually livid right now because I've just realised like a minute or so ago. So I'm actually fucking furious. Anyway, gotta finish off the recording in a second, but right. Right. Over here is a switch. There is that's the reason why I shit on the net on that web earlier. So you need his running shoes to get back there. Activate the switch so you can actually make sure you get to the pad. Break the pad. Now you can either go up here through this hole up, or you can just go for the entrance. Either way, doesn't matter. Fucking see, this is why I hate you doing YouTube stuff, because I feel like I just do like things just bugger up when I don't even like, they just bugger up regardless. It's so disheartening because that was a good session. I was talking about stuff that isn't going to go in the video now. I'll have to like, well, it'll go in the video, but the video will go in there, but oh well. Next video, Gobi's Valley. I'm going to stop the recording there because, yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. Just ignore it. I hope you guys understand and make do. Right, see you guys next time for more Banjo-Kazooie. Bye bye.